Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a Facebook Live over here at the Pentagon. At Berkshire Hathaway Home Services of Nevada, Arizona, and California. Today, we're very fortunate, who I call the marketing queen or the queen of marketing for our companies here. Ladies and gentlemen, Maria Hill. All right. All right, Maria, you haven't been on in a year, so tell them a little about yourself, what you do, all that good stuff, please.
Oh my goodness. I do a little bit of everything. You need it done, I do it. I mean, we are all service when it comes to servicing our agents and all their marketing needs. We do everything from branding to sitting one-on-one consultation with our agents. I mean, you name it. We do it all for our agents.
Now, when you say branding, it does not include a hot iron, right?
No, it does not.
Okay, just making sure. These are real estate agents. You got to be careful. They have questions. No, okay. So I know, and tell them a little about that because I think people need to understand the brand within the brand. So like a lot of agents want to do that and help them understand what you do when you help somebody do that with the company.
Right. I think, when we sit with our agents and we realize obviously the importance of branding, a lot of agents don't know that we want them to brand, as a partner with Berkshire Hathaway. And so we also understand that, it's important to have that brand consistency with all the marketing that you do across the board. So with that being said, we sit with our agents and we look at what their brand's supposed to be when it comes to their specific needs, when it comes to their colors and their postcards and all of their planning. And so we will sit and create a specific logo for agents, and then we will do a branding sheet. We will make sure all of their marketing is very consistent. And we help them all the way from A to Z to developing their postcards and their flyers and their online presence and all that great stuff. So we really dig in deep and we try to create a brand that the agent loves and they want to invest their money in because we understand the importance of having that brand. And so that's one thing that we love sitting down and doing with our agents.
Yeah, it's great too, and it's something they want to keep for a while too. It's something they're going to use for a long time, and maybe update every once in a while. But it's something that'll last a long time. It's also something you can use in conjunction with everything else we already have in the virtual agent center as well. Correct?
Right. No, absolutely. I think it's important, like even with our agent icon, with agents that are really tapping into social media, a lot of them forget that they can personalize everything we do as a company with their personal brand. Because again, it's a partnership, right? So it's not all about just us. It's really about you. They're the ones that are hiring you. So we want to make sure that you're front and center on all the marketing that you do at all different levels. If it's your print, if it's your online, if it's your direct mail pieces. So we really believe it's important to have that that personal branding. And so a couple of the things that we've decided to do in 2023 and we brought back by popular demand is our 23 mailers in 2023. We partnered with One Step Services again to put a direct mail consistent program together for our agents to make sure, again, that you have systems in place and that you guys are doing things that are going to drive business at the end of the day. And so again, we brought back the 23 mailers in 2023. We also brought back our content calendar, which makes life a little bit easier where the agents don't have to think about what they're sending out. They can go directly to our content calendar and it's the best tool that's generating the most leads for them to order. And then one other thing that we came up this year, again, backed by popular demand, is our 2023 marketing planners. Again, out of sight, out of mind. Some of our agents forget about all the cool things that they can be doing. So we develop, again, that it looks like a calendar sort of placemat on your desk that gives you a marketing planner just to make sure that you are doing everything from doing a direct mail, online, digital advertising, down to your one-on-one. You have those touch points every single day. So we've been creating a lot of really cool tools and resources for the agents, again, just to become that personal assistant to them, to automate as many things as we can. So our agents we want to make sure that they're ready in 2023. And I think it's truly important for them to make sure that they focus on one thing and do it well. You know what I mean? We can no longer just do a little bit of everything and hope that we're going to get the same results. We need to make sure that we're staying focused and we're doing things that are going to help us schedule an appointment and build your business in 2023.
I love it. Yeah, it's so true. And, it's kind of like a buffet of services. I mean, there's so many things in the virtual agent center, the resource center, what we have to offer. So you have to really design it around your personality, which you can do. Like, for instance, if you're gonna use social media heavily, and you're going to do videos and things like that, there's one way. I love the fact that once you set things up, a lot of the stuff you're talking about, once you set it up in the virtual agent center, it's automatic. the neighborhood reports, the marketing reports, the newsletters, and so forth. So it's once you get it going, it sounds like we're talking about a lot here, especially the list of things you went through, but nobody is going to use all of them, but whatever you decide to use, what's part of your plan, right?
You need to
You can,
focus on one thing. And I
right.
feel like, the question I guess for everyone is, how are you going to separate yourself in 2023?
Mhm.
Right. And then, you have to figure out what is going to be that particular thing. Let's just say if it's our 23 mailers in 2023, you're going to be consistent. You're going to make sure you're doing postcards this year. Now, what is that? What do we have as a company to support you? Right. It's the 23 mailers in 2023 program. Right. So you need to focus on that. You need to get that signed up and you need to get that scheduled and out the door before you move on to something new. I think it's just important that our agents don't feel like they have to do everything, but it is important for them to focus on one thing and do it well. So again, at the end of the day, it results in a scheduled appointment.
Yeah. And mailing is part, like if you're talking about a farming campaign, mailing is part of it. Also, if you're in an area that you can go door knocking, we also have brochures in the VAC Virtual Agent Center that you can use that are customized. It's pretty amazing. Explain to them how, like, I take a listing, I take a picture, and how simple is it once it's set up in the VAC to print out those brochures that you want?
Well, the cool thing is they don't even have to do anything. They actually get an email. So once an agent takes a listing, they get our ready promo email
Right.
from us that allows them to pretty much just click on it and print their flyers. So their flyers, their postcards, their social media, everything they need when it comes to marketing is automatically emailed to them in one email. So they don't even have to go looking on the VAC. They don't even have to go looking for anything. Just check your inbox and there's one email that has all the links for you guys to access your marketing materials. Makes it super simple.
Yeah, super simple. And whether you're doing an open house or you're doing a just listed or you're doing a just sold or you just put it under contract, all those things are in there, and then some. You can even, I mean, once you set this up properly, you can even their anniversary of their home, their anniversary of their wedding, their birthdays, all that stuff is in there. It's kind of crazy.
Right. No, I agree. And I mean, and in addition to that, I mean, I think just, making sure that things are set up in the VAC is important. But again, it's just surprisingly still the statistics show based on our sky slope, data that we pull, agents, I would say that our top agents are getting about 87% of their business from their past clients and sphere of influence.
Hmm.
And so one of the things, if I was an agent in 2023, I would make sure that I am touching my past clients on a consistent basis. So if you guys are using Chalk Digital AdWorks, you know what I mean, uploading your email database there and making sure that your clients are seeing you on a consistent basis to me is a must have in 2023, because that's again a no brainer, but you're putting a system in place that allows your clients to see you on a consistent basis. So again, making sure that your past clients are being hit. It's no longer, hitting them every quarter, it's hitting them every month on a consistent basis. So digital marketing is really helping a lot of our agents really target and focus on that 87%.
Yeah, and that's consistent with NAR too. National Association of Realtors say the same thing that about they even say it's closer to 90. But I like to think ours is like because I think our agents are out getting other business too. Like if you're relying on your sphere, that's one thing. But if you're doing other things as well, so just so they get an idea before we get off topic here, Chalk Digital, AdWorks, just give them an understanding. Okay, so I set that up. What exactly does it do for me?
Well, what it does is if you're targeting your past clients, right? If you're giving them the email database to your past clients, right? What they're going to do is they're going to, because every email is connected to an IP address, right? So then every single time that your clients are online, let's just say on Amazon or Home Depot or doing whatever they're doing online, your ads are going to start popping up in front of them. So you're just going to stay top of mind. So it's creating that top of mind awareness. So it's either saying, thinking about selling real estate, want to know what your home's worth. What's really cool is you can submit up to 5 ads if you want, because your ads can change as often as you want, to your clients. But again, what that means to the agents is, again, they're putting something in place, right? They send their emails over, they send the messages over to the AdWorks or Chalk Digital, and they put a system in place where you stay top of mind to your past clients on a consistent basis. And it's as little as $99 a month. I mean, it is a no-brainer. I mean, a lot of times we can't even get mailers out for that low. So, I
Right.
mean, again, I think the pivot from, doing direct mail all the time and doing a little bit of digital has really happened, because agents are seeing that it's more effective and you have a larger audience. And again, we're looking at return on investment, which again is back to your past clients and your sphere of influence.
Yeah, they're even saying now that the open, unless you hand write an envelope, the open rate for email and digital marketing is actually better than direct mail.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, I do believe in a multi-channel approach. I do
Yeah,
believe, again, everyone likes to be communicated a little bit differently. So you have your social media, your Instagram, right? I mean, we're all on that all the time, right? So that's important to have. And then, of course, you have the digital side of it where a lot of us are on mobile devices. And again, some of us like getting text messages as far as communication goes. And again, you can't forget about the postcard. I mean, you look at a lot of our top agents and they are consistently sending out 2 mailers a month, again, integrated into everything I just said. So again, I think a multi-channel approach of communicating to your clients on the value that you bring and what you're doing when it comes down to real estate is really, really important to have.
absolutely. So if you think about it, if you set it up, you talk digital or AdWorks, and then you have everything, all your clients and customers, maybe your sphere, even your farm in the virtual agent center, and you've got them on auto. I mean, you really could set this up so it just needs a little massaging every now and then so you can go out and do your job. And while you're doing the job, the wave of business you're creating, you're also creating other business from what you're already doing. It's pretty exciting, actually.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's where I always say, every agent, it doesn't matter how long you've been with us or if you're brand new, you always have to make those times to call the marketing department and set up a one-on-one and sort of see what can I do, what can I revamp, because none of us are stuck in what we're doing. You're only stuck in it because you haven't changed it. But again, that's on you. So it's so important. I always tell our agents, hey, if you don't like the way a flyer looks, if you think it looks old school or you haven't changed your stuff up for a while, maybe it's time for you to look at all the different options that we have available in marketing. We are developing and creating new styles all the time, very modern, very clean, you name it. Again, everyone's a little bit different. And so again, you control your style and design when it comes to marketing. And so, hey, if you haven't called marketing or you haven't changed up your materials and they look the same, hey, maybe it's time to connect with marketing and revamp your pieces. I mean, we just launched last year a new marketing gallery. As you know, we love collaboration. Our agents love working together. They love sharing what's working and what's not working. And that's one of the huge benefits about being part of Berkshire Hathaway is the collaboration that we do. We share, we want our co-agents all to be very successful. So I love it when, agents, even top agents, love to share what's working, what's not working. And so with that being said, again, collaboration is huge. So we created a marketing gallery that our agents can access on the VAC, and they can see what's working and what's not working. And they can see what top agents are doing. They can see all the custom work that we're doing. And again, we launched it at the end of last quarter, and we put it on the VAC as a gallery. And there's ideas of different designs when it comes to your flyers, your postcards, the tools that top agents are using and making the phone ring, and then even down to some custom pieces. I mean, we have an agent that we love very much, Ann Stark, out in Indian Wells, and she was a huge advocate of our neighborhood reports. And so she wanted to make it her own, and she wanted a customized look and feel for her citrus farm. And so what she did is she connected with marketing, and we developed an entire personalized, custom, really kick-ass, I love it, citrus farm, market update that she sends out. And I mean, she just told us the other day, I want to say, that one of her leads, a listing appointment that she just got, was from that mailer in particular. So again, it's being different. And again, I always ask our agents, how are you going to stand out in 2023? Are you doing what it takes to stand out in 2023? And what does your marketing look like? Ann's doing stuff that really talks to her farm, and it's making the phone ring. So again, on the marketing gallery that we just developed, we are now sharing with, of course, the agent's approval, their custom pieces that they're all developing and stuff like that. So again, if you haven't checked out our marketing gallery, go to the VAC and click on marketing gallery and log on and check out all the cool things that our agents are sharing. Because again, if you can learn what's working and it's in a different area, why not take it and make it your own? So I'm excited about the collaboration that we're doing.
It sounds like she just said, Paul, who you're going to be in 2023. I think she did.
Oh my God, I did not say that, did I?
I think you were beating around the bush, but I think it was in there.
No, I may have said that. Whatever.
I'm sorry, because I was just ribbing her about my saying. I always have a saying, and she's not crazy about that one, but I like it. Yeah, the great thing is you can design like when I talk about its accessories, which I'm doing this week, is what's your persona going to be? It should be you, and it should be authentic, and it should be even vulnerable, especially if you're doing social media, right? People really warm up to that. I was one of the biggest holdbacks when it comes to social media, but if you're doing everything you're talking about, plus using our marketing, and everybody is this is your group of people. Right? So you do a video, they see you, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, right? Then they see you, then they're getting stuff in the email from you, stuff in the mail. If you can, you drop by every now and then, right? And all this, it's almost like, they can't think, walk, or talk about real estate without seeing you, especially if they're being followed by AdWorks and Chalk Digital as well. All that stuff, and people go, well, that's too much. No, it's exactly what works today. I'm not talking about sending 17 emails, maybe 2 a month. You got the neighborhood report, you've got the newsletters, you've got Chalk Digital following them around, you've got, and all that. And all of a sudden now, this is your group of people. And anytime they hear the word real estate, they think of you.
Right.
That's the whole idea. And I think a lot of people need to...
Sometimes when agents hear everything and they hear everything we have to offer, they're just like, oh my God, that's just so much. And you just have to remember, you don't have to do it all. But you definitely have to at least focus in 2023. You have to focus on something that's going to generate a lead, that's going to make that appointment that you need, right? And so, again, focus on one thing at a time. So if you're not doing neighborhood reports, hey, let's schedule with the education department and get you scheduled on doing your neighborhood reports. And then once you're done with that, let's focus on something else. So again, don't get inundated with so many things that are available. Focus on what you need specifically, and then let's get that done first. I'm always about wanting to focus on one thing at a time so we can make sure that we actually execute, because that's one of our biggest, I think, downfalls is we try to do everything and then nothing gets done, right? But if we focus on one thing, we can ensure that we become more effective and more powerful at the end.
Yeah. So, whether you're in, Nevada, you've got Lorette, doing the wonderful virtual agent center classes. You've got Chris, the educator in California, and you've got Mary in Arizona, and yourself as well, if you want to really get that personalized marketing. But go through and take those virtual agent center classes so you know what's involved. You can decide, what you want to use, what your focus is. You always got to start out with what your focus is and really who you want to be. Right? I think it's important. And then you follow it up with the actions consistent and the marketing pieces that go along with it. It's not complicated, but it does take a little time. And once you've got it all working and going, then you realize, why was I fighting this for so long, right?
Right. And then remember, they do one-on-ones. And it's just shocking. Sometimes I'll be in the office and, Chris Weeder's here doing a one-on-one. And, again, I personally, if I was trying to learn something, one-on-one is the best way. You know what I mean? And they have the open slot. So, take advantage of our education department. They do a phenomenal job with teaching you and putting you on task and making sure you're utilizing the systems and putting systems in place, to get that end result. But again, some of you guys, you get into a classroom and you guys don't answer questions and you don't lead with what you came in for. And so to me, when you do the one-on-ones, I would always love to schedule a one-on-one with Lorette or Mary or Chris or whatever, because to me, you're now focusing on a specific task that you want to get done. So by the time you walk out that door, guess what? It's in place. And now you can focus on something new. So I would be a huge advocate. If you haven't done on one-on-one with any of them, I would definitely do that.
Great point. I love it. That's true. And they are very patient.
They are. They're great. Yeah, they are.
All right, Maria Hill, I really appreciate your time. Any final words you want to leave these wonderful people today?
Call marketing.
Marketing.
Come on, stop being a stranger.
Right. No, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, and again, I just say, just remember, you guys have a marketing arm available to you guys. And again, you just have to pick up the phone and give us a call, and we will be there every step of the way. It doesn't matter what it's for. If it's prepping for a listing presentation, it's you're brand new to the company and you just don't know where to start or what to order. It doesn't matter what it is, whatever you need, call us. We are here. We don't have the magic ball to know that you need help. So again, you have to pick up the phone and call us, and we'll be more than happy to help you. We have an entire team here to support you. And so again, we hope to see you all in 2023.
Awesome. Well, Maria Hill, thank you very much for your time today. Really appreciate it. Everybody, give her a call. Let's check it out, and definitely check out what we have for the in the virtual agent center. If you haven't been in a little while, I think you'll be very impressed. Thank you very much, Maria.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. We'll see you Thursday. Bye, Maria. Thank you.
Bye.